ano po yung recommended po ninyo na safe pace ng weight loss for a post-holiday reset for someone like me na grabe po yung na-gain na weight? Go ahead po, Doktora.
So that's really a nice question, no? Very practical. So since parang halos lahat somehow nag-gain ng weight, hindi naman kasi lahat ng nag-gain natin during the holiday season ay fat kaagad, no? Pwede namang may water retention kasi talagang puro salty yung kinakain natin, right? Although if we wanted to have safe and sustainable na weight loss, we're actually aiming for 0.25 to 0.5 kilograms, no, per week, or 1/2 to 1 pound per week na weight loss. So ayaw natin yung super drastic na weight loss kasi anything that's faster would mean mas marami yung nagiging muscle loss. So we don't want the muscle loss. Gusto natin ma-retain natin yung muscles while nagwe-weight loss tayo. Kaya kailangan natin hindi drastic. And yung hindi rin natin gusto dun sa super fast na weight loss is nagkakaroon ng rebound na weight gain. So that's why ang goal natin dito during the reset ay metabolic repair and not punishment. So remember, no? Hindi punishment ang kailangan natin during the post-holiday reset. So it's just metabolic reset, metabolic repair. So ang goal is 1/2 to 1 pound per week. So that means kung i-calculate natin yan sa calorie, Miss Annie and Attorney Dot, that's approximately 500 calorie na restriction per day, yung 1 pound. So kung 1/2 pound, so that's 250 calorie. So let's say for example, magbawas muna tayo ng snacking outside. Oh, that's a total of 300 to 400 calorie. Kung nasa fast food ka lagi, magbawas ka ng session mo ng snack doon sa fast food. So, because in the fast food, pag upo mo, isang burger lang, isang french fries lang, dagdagan mo pa ng sundae at soft drink, nako, that's over 500 calorie. So, pag tinanggal mo yan, no? So, ang laking bawas doon sa calorie natin.
Gusto ko yung computation ni Doktora. Thank you, Doktora. Meron tayong talagang actual basis. Ayan, Attorney Dot, kung ano yung mga dapat. Ayan. Okay, this time naman, tanong ko kay Doktora, ano yung dapat unahin? Detox, diet, or hydration?
That's really a nice question, no? Kasi parang iniisip mo na, ang dami kong nakain na toxic na food nung holidays. Kailangan akong mag-detox. Pero honestly, we wanted una is hydration, as always, right? Because we know na hindi efficient ang digestion, hindi efficient ang kidney function, even the metabolism, kung dehydrated tayo. So this is where we want to drink more water. This is real water, hindi yung carbonated, hindi yung sugary na beverage, no? Real water. And then susunod dito yung real food. Then saka natin pag-usapan yung mag-a-adjust na tayo ng portions. And of course, our body has the capacity to detoxify itself given the right environment. So hindi mo kailangan mag-enroll sa diet program, hindi mo kailangan mag-enroll sa detox program. You just have to start doon sa pinaka-simple at effective na routine. Regular meals plus regular movement. Do not skip your meal. Take note of the timing. Saan ka kakain, kung kailan ka active. In the morning, you're active. You're doing a lot. So that means you're consuming calories. Doon ka kumain ng marami. Huwag sa gabi. Kasi matutulog ka na doon eh. Your metabolism will be lower at night. So do not put the calories at night. Pinaka-simple and effective, kumain on time. Umpisahan ang araw with protein and fiber because that will make you full.
Napakaganda ng mga sinishare sa atin ni Doktora. Miss Annie?
That's correct. Okay. Doktora Palma, again, ito yung susunod natin na tanong, Attorney Dot. Totoo ba na hindi kailangan ng intense workout kapag, intense workout para makapag-reset? Ano explanation doon ninyo, Doktora Michelle?
During post-holiday reset, hindi natin kailangan ng high intensity training intervals, no? Hindi natin kailangan ng intensive na walking. Actually, yung basic walking basic walking can already do you good, no? So walking beats high intensity interval training. Ang goal natin dito ma-improve yung insulin sensitivity mo. When you walk, you reduce your stress hormones when you do your exercise, and then restart consistency. So intensity will come later. So you begin with movement first. Kasi we could be very sedentary during the holiday season. So this time, kailangan natin mag-move ulit. So personally ako, Miss Annie and Attorney Dot, baliktad ang nangyari sa akin during the holidays. Kasi during the holidays, I took advantage of decluttering, linis ng linis. Medyo na-overwork ako during holidays. So baliktad, nag-recover ako after the holidays.
Okay, naku, thank you very much.
Parang
Oo.
yung iba nakaka-relate
Ah,
na sinasabi ni Dr. Palma. Ayan, Attorney Doc, go please. Thank you po.
Yes. Okay, Doktora, ito po, napaka-importante rin po na question. Ano po yung pinaka-sustainable na exercise habit or habits? Like, sabi niyo po kanina is walking is very, very good. But do you have any other recommendations po?
Alright, so before tayo kasi mag-recommend ng exercise, we would want anyone to really have a good sleep pattern. Pag hindi magandang tulog mo, Miss Annie and Attorney Dot, I don't think may energy ka to do your exercise the following day. So you begin with a good
correct.
sleep. Okay? So you begin with fixed wake up time, kahit weekend pa yan. Magkaroon ka ng screen curfew. Meron tayong tinatawag na 3-2-1 rule pagdating sa tulog. 3 hours, stop eating. 3 hours before sleep, stop eating. 2 hours before sleep, stop working. And 1 hour before you sleep, no more screen time para may downtime ka na so you can sleep. So that the following day, you will have the energy to walk. 20 to 30 minutes of walk daily is good. Light stretching, optional body weight exercises or strength training kung may weights kang gagamitin is fine. And the goal is moderate physical activity. Moderate meaning while you're doing the exercise, no, you can still talk but you cannot sing anymore. Kasi it's case-to-case basis. Pwedeng yung moderate sa akin, vigorous na sa iba. Or pwedeng yung vigorous sa akin, moderate din sa iba. So that's what you can do. You have the talk test, meaning you can still talk while you do your exercise. Halimbawa, naglalakad ka, talagang brisk walking, you can still talk but you cannot sing anymore, then that's moderate for you. So again, walking will do, light stretching will do, and then body weights 2 times a week. That will be really good.
Very good.
Okay,
Ayan.
Miss Annie.
Ayan, Attorney, ganda.
Ayan, ha? Sundin natin
Habol
yan.
tayo. Apo, habol tayo. Last question
New
po.
Year's resolution. Okay, go.
Doc Michelle, ano ang one powerful habit na dapat start today para sa tunay na reset, not regret?
Yes, very important. Kasi yung regret, nangyayari lagi yan. Oh my goodness, nag-regain ulit ako ng weight, right? And then you think about the reset. So siguro you have to begin with daily check-in with your body. Tanungin ang sarili, ano ang kailangan ng katawan ko ngayon? Tubig ba? Pahinga? Galaw? Masustansyang pagkain? Then, apply the 24-hour recall. It's not only applicable for food. No, I do this at night bago ako matulog. So, the whole day, ano ba yung kinain ko for breakfast, you know? Nag-snack ba ako? Nag-lunch ako? So that you remember. And then, you also recall, was my movement enough o baka sobrang sedentary ako? Was I dehydrated today? Baka kulang yung na-take ko na fluids. Or you can do this in the morning while you're in the bathroom, right? So, in the bathroom, you can always recall, bakit ka constipated ngayon? What have I eaten yesterday, right? So, yung 24-hour recall na yon will keep you updated and will keep you aware of what you've been doing every day. Kasi if you don't do this, 3 days, hindi mo na marirecall kung ano nakain mo. 3 days, hindi mo na alam kung kulang ka ba sa physical activity or not. Ang tunay na reset ay listening to your body and not punishing so that this will be sustainable. So think, instead of saying, kailangan kong mag-lose ng 10 kilograms, make this a behavior-based, not outcome-based. So instead na sabihin mo, I will lose 10 kilograms, ang isipin mo, I will walk after I eat. Diba? Behavior yon. Ang outcome is losing 10 kilograms. Kapag consistent kasi ang behavior, susunod naman ang results.
Wow! Wow, attorney!
Miss
Napakarami
Annie.
natin natutunan.
Miss Annie, tandaan natin ito, yung mga numbers. 3, 2, 1. 3 hours before sleeping, huwag nang kumain. 2 hours before sleeping, huwag nang magtrabaho. Tama po ba? 1 hour before sleeping, huwag nang mag-screen time. Tapos yung
Very
24-hour
good.
rule din. Doktora, alam nyo, napakahusay ninyo. Yan lang po ang masasabi ko. Kasi nilalagyan nyo pa ng mga ganyan, mga 3, 2, 1, 24-hour rule. Maraming salamat po for sharing. And hopefully next time, Doktora, when we have you back, mas maayos na po yung ating connection. Napakahusay po ninyo. Thank you very much, Dr. Michelle Palma. And we hope to see you again and again. If you liked or learned from this video, please click subscribe.